Hello everybody, this is Alex from Hardcorian Guides, bringing you my S-Rank guide for Metal Gear Rising Revengeance on Revengeance difficulty. Today we're doing R-05 entitled Escape from Denver. And what an appropriate name because, well, that's where we're at. We're in Denver. Can't speak. We're in Denver. We're trying to get out. Also, there's no boss fights and there's only 4 missions. And one of those missions is a semi-secret mission. It's not too difficult to find because there's a guy that leads you into it, but for the most part, I'll show off all that stuff. So starting off, you could fight the armored guys by themselves without having to get machine gunned down. It is possible, but I just go for the machine gun cyborgs first. Now, do keep in mind that these guys shoot for quite a while, so don't let your guard down, basically. Just keep dashing around until eventually you get the perfect chance, the perfect opportunity to hit them. Granted, I could have used an EM grenade right there just to probably like stun all 4 of them at once. That way I could just take out the cyborgs first and then go in and take out the armored guys, but I got lucky enough to where I ran in front of the semi-truck, armored guys showed up, and then these guys decided to, come around the truck instead and try to fight me. At first, I tried destroying the trailer to knock the guys off of it, so that way I could just have them, off, and I could defeat them and make them stop shooting, but that didn't work fully, but everything still ended up working out pretty well. So, if you jump on this tram right here, there will be a thing you can jump up to that you can see next to it, which will have an RP grenade. I recommend go grabbing that one, especially if you want to like grind for them too. What you want to do is you would just want to grab the grenade, go to a checkpoint in the chapter, and then after that, restart the chapter and keep grinding for those grenades. If you need red phosphorus grenades, basically smoke. So anyway, for this, it's mainly just either stealth through it, or just avoid them outright, or do what I do and just go balls to the walls and kill them. Because of course, rip mode, does pretty good. If you fight that first gecko that I fought right there, they will, the other 2 will eventually just show up, and they'll pretty much just fall like dominoes whenever, they start trying to attack you. Of course, it all depends on the type of attack they're going to go for. I can't exactly predict every single attack they're going to do. I just kind of just wail on them until eventually I just figure out what they're about to do, and then it's like, okay, well, I'll just act accordingly. And that's, of course, if you're going for S ranks in this game, I'm pretty sure you probably already are well aware of how to do that stuff. So for this part, right here, just throw a smoke grenade in early, let it detonate, and then run in. And then after that, go ahead and, just zip line on over to this guy. And the reason why you want to use smoke grenades is because there's 4 rockets all around you. And if you kill off the sledgehammer guy first, it will cause the rocket spawners to jump off the roofs, allowing you to go in and get those kills. Zandatsus don't matter, just get them killed. It doesn't really matter either way. Granted, if you want to, at least Zandatsu, the last one, so that way you can effectively have Ripper mode. Also, because this game was, of course, made by Platinum, who's a Japanese company, I assume that the perfect pronunciation of Zandatsu would probably be most likely Zandats. Well, I mean, it's either or, because, Japanese wording, but, I don't know why. I always feel weird when I call it Zandatsu. Like, I feel like I'm just being too much of a weirdo, normie, weeb guy saying it. It's weird. But then if I say it Zandatsu, now I sound even more like a weeb. And it's not an easy win. But anyway, so this part, it's just one gecko, and then, of course, like the small, little, tiny gecko tripod things. Yes, I think they're all technically considered geckos. I'm not, again, the biggest, MG head, so I don't know everything. And, it's kind of my fault for not getting into the series well enough. Not like it's too late now, but, it's just one of those things of, like, I don't know. I should have done it when I had the chance, but I didn't. That's alright. But anyway, so for this, it's just mainly going through, killing those guys, getting rid of them. And I think you probably have to kill them. There's no ranking for them, because, like, this part gets a ranking in it itself, but it's still just nice to kill them off. Also, for this first part, just let one of the birds spot you, unless you want to go for full stealth, which I don't really know exactly the proper way of full stealthing this mission, but I just let the birds, spot me, and then after that I just go to the halfway point and take out as many of the tripods as I possibly can without activating the next 2 big enemies that are going to come. Thankfully, they're not mastiffs, but they are the EM gecko, robot types, the dinosaur ones. So for these guys, just get them to group up, and then I just hit them with the EM grenade. Of course, I miss both at the same time, but that's fine. It doesn't really matter. I just Ripper mode them. Anyway, You don't really need to use EM Grenade for them. They are relatively somewhat straightforward and relatively simple to take down, as long as you got Ripper mode, which of course that's just going to go into saying through everything. And also for those that are curious, I don't think I'll do it anytime soon. I don't know when it'll probably ever happen, but I have considered doing like a full-on, you know, no upgrade type run at some point, but the only way I'll ever do a guide of it video-wise is if I actually do finish it, you know, and am capable of doing it. So it's one of those things that like I would like to try, but I have to go through it and try it in order to get that to happen. So for this area, I don't know exactly how the hell I'm supposed to save the hostage. I mean, I know I've done it before, I just don't remember how. Granted, I'm on Revengeance mode, so I don't know if there's even really a capable way of saving him with that damn grad there, because I don't think there's any way to stealth grads. I'm not sure, because they spot you like all the time. I don't know if there's like a prim and proper way of doing it, but it doesn't really matter. The hostage, you know, means relatively nothing in terms of results, so it's just a video game, you know. Now, for this section here, I'm going to explain something real quick. There is one Mastiff that spawns in immediately, and you could stealth kill him, you know, whatever. I'm going to go for stealth, because if you do happen to get caught and you have to fight all three of these Mastiffs and a grad at the same time. But if you do stealth like I'm doing here, then you should be alright. Now, the reason why I stopped walking is because there was that other Mastiff that was looking kind of slightly toward me. This one right here, and that's the one I was kind of eyeballing, so just watch out for him. And yeah, if you get like between those cars and you use the can, you can pretty much just effectively get through stealth relatively fine. No need for the polearm. I was doing that because I got an A rank in the secret fight, and I was like, oh, it must be combos, but no, I think it's Zandatsu's, so that would probably explain it. So don't mind the polearm thing. The reason why I didn't get Ripper there is because there's a cyborg right here that gives you a free, easy, you know, electrolytes, so why not just take that instead. RP grenades, EM grenade, whichever one you prefer. I like to go with smoke grenades for this particular fight. Also, run up to the VR mission. That's where these guys tend to spawn at, typically. So I just run up to the VR mission, you know, throw a grenade behind me, and then after that, I just go wailing on them. The polearm doesn't really matter much. As long as you get, I think, at least one, maybe two Zandatsus, you should be fine for S rank. And if you do mess this up, you have to start the entire stealth section again. So do bear that in mind. This is not like the sewer, though. Like, no, this is like the sewer. I think you have to do the stealth section in order to activate this mission. And it really sucks that they do that to you. And yeah, I stood there trying to look like a badass because I was like, oh, I hope I did it, and I finally did. And this was just for BP. I just want some extra BP. I didn't get everything unlocked yet, so that's why. But anyway, that's Denver. We escaped it, and yeah, that was quite fun. Easy enough chapter, 4 missions long. Not too difficult, not too bad. It's got some, you know, things that can be a little annoying, but other than that, it's pretty good. So anyway, that's it for this. See you guys next time, and as always, take care, everybody.